Gentlemen, let me ask you something honestly. When was the last time you slept through the entire night without waking up to use the bathroom? Not once, not twice, but a full, uninterrupted night of sleep. If you're over 50, chances are your answer came with a quiet sigh, maybe even a little frustration. Because what often starts as just getting older slowly becomes something else. First, it's once a night, then twice. Then suddenly you're planning your day around where the nearest restroom is. Maybe you've noticed the stream isn't as strong as it used to be. Maybe it takes longer to start. Maybe you finish, but still feel like your bladder never quite emptied. And let's be honest, that feeling can quietly chip away at your confidence. You may not talk about it with friends. You might not even mention it to your doctor, but deep down you're wondering, is this just my life now? Here's the surprising truth. For decades, the typical solutions offered to men have been prescription medications, often with long lists of side effects: dizziness, fatigue, reduced libido, and sometimes surgery. But what if I told you something that might surprise you? One of the most powerful natural helpers for prostate health might already be sitting in your kitchen. Yes, a simple nut, not an exotic supplement, not an expensive powder. Just one specific nut, eaten regularly, that research suggests can help calm inflammation and support prostate health. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Come on, doctor, just a nut? It sounds almost too simple, doesn't it? But here's the beautiful thing about the human body. Sometimes the most powerful solutions are the simplest ones. And today, I'm going to walk you through 5 nuts that science has linked to better prostate health. Each one brings something valuable to the table. But one of them, just one, stands out above the rest. By the end of this video, you'll know which nut can help calm prostate inflammation, why it works biologically inside your body, and how to add it into your daily routine effortlessly. But before we dive in, let me quickly say this. If you care about your health, and I know you do, take 2 seconds right now and hit the like button. It helps more men find this information. And while you're at it, leave a quick comment below telling me where you're watching from. I love seeing our community of men from all around the world. And of course, subscribe to the channel, because every week I share practical strategies to help men stay strong, energetic, and healthy well into their later years. Now let's talk about the real reason these nuts can help you. And to understand that, we need to talk about the prostate. The prostate is a small gland that most men never think about until it starts causing problems. Picture a walnut-sized gland sitting just below your bladder. It wraps around the urethra, the tube that carries urine out of your body. Its job is actually important. The prostate produces fluid that helps protect sperm and support reproduction. So in many ways, it's part of what makes male biology function properly. But here's where things get tricky. As men age, the prostate often begins to grow, not because something is wrong, not because of cancer, but because of normal hormonal changes that happen in the male body. Doctors call this condition benign prostatic hyperplasia, or BPH. Benign means not cancerous. But benign doesn't mean harmless, because as that prostate slowly enlarges, it begins squeezing the urethra like a hand squeezing a garden hose, and suddenly the symptoms begin. You might notice a weak urine stream, difficulty starting, dribbling afterward, the constant urge to go, and waking multiple times every night. And that last one nighttime urination, also called nocturia, is often the most frustrating. Sleep gets broken, energy drops, mood suffers, and many men start feeling like their body is working against them. But here's the encouraging part. The prostate is extremely sensitive to lifestyle. Inflammation, circulation, diet, hormones, all of these influence how the prostate behaves, which means small daily habits can actually make a measurable difference. And that brings us to something most men overlook: what you snack on every day. Because certain foods, especially specific nuts, contain nutrients that calm inflammation, support hormone balance, and improve blood flow to the prostate. And when the prostate gets better circulation and less inflammation, symptoms often begin to ease. Now, before we start the countdown, let me introduce myself properly. My name is Dr. Jocelyn, and I've spent the last 5 years working closely with men facing prostate health challenges. And one thing I've seen over and over again is this: when men make small, consistent changes, their bodies respond in powerful ways. Better sleep, less urgency, more control. And often, a renewed sense of dignity. So, let's begin our countdown, starting with number 5. Number 5, pistachios. Let's start with a nut most people already enjoy, pistachios. Small, slightly sweet, and very easy to snack on. But these little green nuts are actually nutritional powerhouses when it comes to prostate health. Here's why. Pistachios contain powerful antioxidants called lutein and zeaxanthin. These compounds help protect cells from oxidative stress, the kind of damage that slowly inflames tissues in the body, including the prostate. When inflammation builds up, the prostate can become more irritated and swollen. That swelling increases pressure on the urethra. And that pressure is what creates those frustrating urinary symptoms. But pistachios offer another interesting benefit. They're rich in an amino acid called arginine. Arginine helps your body produce nitric oxide, a molecule that relaxes blood vessels. When blood vessels relax, circulation improves. And better circulation means more oxygen and nutrients reaching the prostate. That extra blood flow helps calm inflammation and support healthy tissue function. In simpler terms, better blood flow means less irritation. But pistachios have one more trick. They contain plant sterols, natural compounds that may help regulate hormones connected to prostate growth. Now, let me ask you something. Have you ever noticed how easy it is to eat pistachios mindlessly? You open a bag and suddenly half of it is gone. That's actually helpful here because a small handful a day can provide enough nutrients to support circulation and reduce oxidative stress. And beyond prostate health, pistachios support heart health, healthy cholesterol, weight management, and stable blood sugar. So you're not just helping your prostate, you're supporting your entire body. But while pistachios are impressive, the next nut on our list might surprise you even more. Number 4, almonds. Almonds are one of the most widely consumed nuts in the world, but many men underestimate just how powerful they can be for prostate health. One small handful, about an ounce, delivers nearly half of your daily vitamin E needs. Vitamin E is one of the body's most important antioxidants. Its job is to neutralize free radicals, unstable molecules that damage cells and trigger inflammation. Inside the prostate, this matters enormously. When inflammation decreases, swelling decreases. When swelling decreases, pressure on the urethra eases. And when that pressure eases, urination often becomes smoother and more comfortable. But almonds also provide something else the prostate loves, magnesium. Magnesium plays a role in over 300 biological processes, including muscle relaxation and healthy blood vessel function. Better circulation means the prostate receives the oxygen and nutrients it needs to function properly. Almonds also provide fiber, which supports gut health. Now you might be wondering, what does my gut have to do with my prostate? More than you might think. A healthy gut helps regulate inflammation throughout the body. And when systemic inflammation drops, prostate irritation often drops too. So almonds offer a 3-layer benefit: biological support, inflammation reduction, and hormone balance. But if almonds are powerful, the next nut on our list goes even further. Number 3, pecans. Pecans might be one of the most underrated nuts when it comes to men's health. Rich, buttery, and incredibly satisfying. But nutritionally, they're loaded with compounds that help protect prostate cells. One standout compound is gamma-tocopherol, a special form of vitamin E. Research suggests gamma-tocopherol may be particularly effective at protecting prostate tissue from oxidative damage. Pecans also contain zinc, and zinc plays an important role in maintaining healthy testosterone levels. As men age, testosterone naturally declines, and lower testosterone can affect energy, muscle mass, and even prostate function. Maintaining balanced levels helps support vitality. Pecans also deliver healthy fats that support cardiovascular health. And once again, we return to circulation, because better circulation supports healthier prostate tissue. So when you snack on pecans, you're helping hormone balance, cellular protection, and circulation. But now we're getting close to the top of the list. And the next nut is one of the most powerful mineral sources in the entire food world. Number 2, Brazil nuts. Brazil nuts are truly unique. In fact, they contain more of one critical nutrient than almost any other food on the planet: selenium. Just one Brazil nut can deliver more than 100% of your daily selenium needs. That's remarkable. Selenium is essential for powerful antioxidant enzymes that protect cells throughout the body, including the prostate. These enzymes help neutralize inflammation and oxidative damage. When selenium levels are adequate, the body becomes better equipped to defend tissues from chronic irritation. Studies have found that men with healthy selenium levels often have lower risk of prostate enlargement and inflammation. But here's the key. Because Brazil nuts are so concentrated in selenium, you only need 1 or 2 per day. More is not better. In fact, moderation is important. One small nut, one powerful benefit. But even Brazil nuts aren't the star of today's discussion. Number 1, walnuts. Walnuts are often called nature's brain food because of their shape, but they might also be one of the most powerful nuts for prostate health. Here's why. Walnuts contain plant-based omega-3 fatty acids, specifically ALA. Omega-3s are known for their ability to reduce inflammation throughout the body. When inflammation decreases, tissues function more smoothly, including the prostate. But walnuts don't stop there. They also contain polyphenols, powerful plant compounds that protect cells from damage. And they provide melatonin, a hormone that helps regulate sleep cycles. Remember earlier when we talked about waking up multiple times at night? Better sleep regulation can indirectly help improve that pattern. Walnuts support reduced inflammation, better circulation, hormone balance, and improved sleep quality, all of which benefit prostate health. A small handful a day can provide these benefits, and when consumed regularly, many men notice gradual improvements in urinary comfort and nighttime rest. But let's step back for a moment, because the real takeaway isn't just about one nut, it's about consistency. Gentlemen, I want to pause here and speak to you directly. Because if you've been struggling with prostate symptoms, you know how frustrating it can feel. The late-night bathroom trips, the interrupted sleep, the quiet worry that your body isn't cooperating the way it once did. These things affect more than your bladder. They affect your confidence, your energy, your sense of control. But here's something I want you to remember. Your body is incredibly responsive to small, consistent habits. And that means you have more influence over your health than you may realize. So here's a simple action plan you can start today. First, begin adding 1 or 2 of these nuts to your daily routine. Rotate them. A handful of pistachios today, some almonds tomorrow, a few walnuts with breakfast, and maybe 1 Brazil nut a day for selenium support. Second, stay hydrated, but try reducing fluids right before bedtime. This can help minimize nighttime urination. Third, move your body regularly. Even a 30-minute walk improves circulation and reduces inflammation throughout the body. And finally, maintain a diet rich in vegetables, lean proteins, and whole foods. Because prostate health isn't built in a single moment, it's built through daily habits. Now let me reassure you of something important. Aging does not mean the end of vitality. It simply means the body needs better support. And when you provide that support through nutrition, movement, and awareness, the body often responds remarkably well. I've seen men improve their sleep, reduce nighttime bathroom trips, and regain the sense that their bodies are working with them again. And it often starts with simple choices. Like the food you eat each day. So if this video helped you, do 3 quick things. First, hit the like button so more men can discover this information. Second, leave a comment below telling me where you're watching from. I always enjoy seeing how global this community is. And finally, subscribe to the channel because every week I share practical strategies to help men stay strong, confident, and healthy as they age. Remember this, your vitality isn't gone. It's simply waiting for the right support. And sometimes that support starts with something as small as 1 nut a day. Stay strong, gentlemen, and I'll see you in the next video.